What if I told you a member of Congress may have made a fortune just hours before a major government announcement that sent the stock market soaring, and it all happened right under our noses? Let's talk about something that should outrage every single person who's ever struggled to make ends meet. Because while regular folks were watching their savings shrink during an economic downturn, one of Trump's closest allies in Congress might have been cashing in big time. According to a bombshell report from Business Insider, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene is under fire for what's starting to look a lot like insider trading. Here's the situation. Just before Donald Trump tweeted out a surprise pause on tariffs, an announcement that sent the stock market soaring, Marjorie Greene's investments suddenly exploded. We're talking somewhere between £17,000 and £250,000 invested over just 2 days, April 8th and 9th. And she didn't just buy any stocks. She bought shares in major companies like Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, and Palantir, all of which stood to benefit from the market boom triggered by Trump's tariff delay. Coincidence? That's what she says. Greene claims she has no control over her investments and that her financial advisor handles everything independently. She insists it's all above board, fully disclosed, and just a lucky break. But come on. Let's be real for a second. How likely is it that someone just happens to make a string of perfectly timed trades right before a major market-moving announcement from the president, especially when that someone is one of his loudest supporters in Congress? It doesn't pass the sniff test. Greene, who likes to brand herself as a champion of the working class, is reportedly worth between £5.5 million and £29 million. Ask yourself this: how many people in her district could afford to gamble £250,000 on stocks in the middle of an economic collapse? Not many. Meanwhile, your 401k might have been bleeding out, and you definitely didn't have a heads up. This isn't just a scandal. It's a slap in the face to every hard-working person who plays by the rules. And it's not just us noticing. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez recently hinted at the situation, tweeting that any member of Congress who bought stocks within the last 48 hours should come clean. She even suggested it's time to ban stock trading in Congress altogether. So, what's being done about it? Well, not much. At least not on the federal level. Why? Because the people who would normally investigate this kind of thing, the DOJ, the FBI, the SEC, are all under Trump's influence. Surprise, surprise. But there are some options still on the table. The House Ethics Committee could launch an investigation. Yes, it's bipartisan, and yes, they've acted before. Just look at how they handled Matt Gaetz. It wasn't fast, and it wasn't loud, but it did happen. Then there's the state level. Attorneys general like Letitia James in New York do have the power to investigate suspicious stock trades, especially ones involving companies headquartered or traded in her jurisdiction. And guess what? Presidential pardons don't apply to state charges. That's where things could get interesting. Now, whether Greene is ever held accountable is one thing. But the bigger question is, how much longer are we going to let politicians enrich themselves while pretending to fight for the people? While you were watching your savings shrink, they were getting richer. While you were told to tighten your belt, they were buying shares. And all while wrapping themselves in the flag and preaching about the working class. This is what corruption looks like. And don't be fooled by the performative outrage or the blue-collar cosplay. These people aren't working for you, they're working the system against you. Because as long as they're the ones in charge of regulating themselves, nothing's going to change. So yeah, maybe it was just a lucky break. Or maybe, just maybe, the game has been rigged all along. Fire before you go. If you found this story eye-opening, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future updates. And if you really want to support independent media that holds power to account, sign up for my free newsletter, links on the screen. Let's keep digging. Let's keep asking questions. And most importantly, let's keep the pressure on. Would you like this turned into a script with pauses, emphasis, and YouTube timing for delivery? 4-0.